We have an update regarding that fatal plane crash into Leech Lake, Minnesota. The pilot has been identified. Here's the story from the Natchez Democrat newspaper in Mississippi. With their permission, a local veterinarian and pilot was killed Tuesday night after his airplane went down in Leech Lake near Walker, Minnesota, family members said. Thomas Archer Borum, 62, left Natchez on Tuesday morning to start a new job as a veterinarian in Bemidji, Minnesota, that has a satellite clinic in Roseau. My brother Tom was a veterinarian, so he was going to go up there and work for a couple of years, said Dr. Chuck Borum, Tom's brother. He left yesterday and then refueled in Missouri. Then he made it as far as a town called St. Cloud. Peter Knutson, a spokesman for the National Transportation Safety Board, which is investigating the accident, said the crash occurred at approximately 8:07 p.m. Tuesday. We have the location of Walker, Minnesota, Knutson said. The aircraft type is a Piper PA-28. The aircraft had departed Kirksville, Missouri, and was en route to Bemidji. It looks like the aircraft was diverted to St. Cloud and was in St. Cloud for about an hour and departed back en route to Bemidji, and that's the last the aircraft was heard from. The wreckage was discovered Wednesday morning. Chuck Borum said he tracked his brother's flight on a smartphone app. He communicated with the people on the radio, and they recommended that he come down because of bad weather. So he came down for a little bit, and from what I understand, he waited for the weather to improve somewhat, and he only had a little farther to go, Chuck Borum said. That was about 6 o'clock in the evening. Then he took off after that, and we lost contact with him. Chuck Borum said he lost contact of Tom Borum's airplane approximately 8:30 until about 9 o'clock. We were calling law enforcement authorities in Bemidji, and they directed us to Walker, Minnesota, which is close to where they lost contact with him, and they started searching, Chuck Borum said. Searchers did not spot the airplane until Wednesday morning when they had better visibility in the daylight, Chuck Borum said. They found the plane, I guess. I talked to them about 10 o'clock Wednesday morning, and they had found the plane, Chuck Borum said. They sent divers down, and they found his body there at approximately 2 p.m. Wednesday. Chuck Borum said Tom Borum and their whole family were very active in Boy Scouts, and that Tom Borum had volunteered with Troop 157 at First Presbyterian Church. He was an Eagle, Chuck Borum said. Me and Tom and Alan and our cousin Rusty Easterling were all Scouts. We are a Boy Scout family. My son Jonathan, his cousin, my nephew Chase Patrick are all involved in Scouts. Tom always volunteered with Scouts. Adams County Coroner James Lee, who was a close friend of Tom Borum, said he is devastated by the loss. Tom was one of my best friends, Lee said. I've been knowing him for over 30 years. We met when I went to the vet clinic with my dog. It's very difficult for me to accept right now because Tom talked to me about everything. This is a sad day. My heart goes out to Dr. Chuck Borum and family. Tom texted me Saturday, which we did a lot. Tom was like a brother to me, and I will miss him every day I live on Earth. In addition to being a pilot and veterinarian, Tom Borum had also worked for the Natchez Police Department and Adams County Sheriff's Office. He was very smart and a very hard worker, Lee said. We also trained for the police academy. In 2006 and 2007, he loved law enforcement. Chuck Borum said Tom Borum cared about the community. He was just always anxious to help the community, Chuck Borum said. I asked him, he was a veterinarian, why are you doing police work? He said, I just wanted to help the community. He was interested in helping make Natchez a better place. Again, that was from the Natchez Democrat newspaper in Mississippi. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.